Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I think it's a perfect time for me to do this video. I got a couple of weeks off detecting. I've been detecting for just over 3 years, and yeah, I've always wanted to do it, so let's get stuck in. Out of all the stuff I found, I put the best stuff in the cabinet. There are other boxes and stuff around the house with things in, but yeah, the best stuff goes in here. So I'm going to do a quick run through of my favourite finds, and obviously some others that are just, you know, a little bit unique and might be of interest to you. So I'm going to start on the left with the medieval hammered coin shelf. I'm going to have a quick flick through some of these because there's some nice ones and there's some not so nice ones. So there's one I picked up last year. I found this in Hereford, absolutely stunning. A couple of Henry III's I found in England. Majority of them I found in England, actually. All of them. So there's a couple there. Commonwealth silvers. So there's a nice one on the right hand side. I'm going to show you that one because it's quite a nice coin, to be fair. That actually was found in Wales, this one. Yeah, stunning. Move down to the middle shelf. So we've got a Henry VI. Got some Elizabeth I. I'm going to show you a couple of these ones because some really nice ones here. This one's probably the best. Found this with Celtic Heritage on their Halloween dig a couple of years back. Just incredible colour patina on it. And yeah, it's one of the best ones I found. This next one was found over the bridge in England. Another nice one. Plenty of detail. Not so much on the bust this side. It's a bit more rubbed out, but yeah, on the reverse there, it's nice. Honourable mention for this one. This is the first ever hammered coin I found. So that's always going to be a special one for me. Again, rubbed out on the back as most of the Elizabeths are. Yeah, a couple of other small ones I've got a little bit of detail on as well. So they're pretty cool. Edward IV. That one was the second hammered coin I ever found. It was actually folded up. And obviously it's been used as jewellery, so probably around a necklace or something. The other two then got a lot of detail on them. I'm going to show you this one again because this is one of the better condition hammered coins I've got. If I can get my fat fingers on it. So yeah, the colour and patina on that's absolutely stunning. Lovely strike. Just a little bit rubbed out. But yeah, that's a cracker. Going down to the bottom, got a Richard I. It's quite a cool one, Richard the Lionheart. We've got King John next to him. Two cut halves. Edward I. I got a couple more of them Edward I's, but those are the two nicest ones I got. The other one's a little bit more beat up. Edward II, that one's a bit beat up, to be fair. I was actually cleaning that and the top bit of it came off. It was complete, but yeah, my bad. That was quite early on in my detecting life and wasn't as knowledgeable about cleaning coins as I am now. And then you got Edward III and Richard II. I'm going to show you the Richard one because that one's quite cool for such a small coin as well. Yeah, some nice little bit of detail on that. Bit corroded, but yeah, we'll take that. And then the ones on the other row, so I got a Soldino there. And then we've got a copper hammered. Apparently this one's quite rare, so I'll give you a show of that. It's it's one of the Edwards. I can't remember. You can just about make his bust out there, but yeah, really cool. I like that. And then we go further down. A couple of ones there, sort of sterling imitations. I think that's Goucher of Chantillon or something. We've got Henry VIII, one of his debased coins. A couple of small ones. Another imitation. That one's actually probably the smallest coin, smallest hammered coin I've ever found. It's tiny. And then a couple of others as we go along. So those are the hammers. We've got a couple of more copper hammers there, Jetton, and then yeah, these two, the Crotal bells, are up there with some of my favourite finds anyway. They're both ringers. And just that uniqueness of them, the fact that that's like a bit of a you know, a glimpse into the past and the sounds that they used to hear on the sides of the horses and cattle and things like that. It's just really takes you back in time, that does. So yeah, I'm absolutely chuffed with them, and they stand proud in front of the Hamad, so they're pretty cool. Let's move you into the Roman shelf. So there's some really exciting finds, well, personally for me anyway. The 3 denaries. The one on the left being the first one I ever found, which is a Vespasian. This one is a Republican, and the third one, I can't quite remember the emperor, but that was the most recent one. But yeah, they're proud as punch to find them, to be honest. Yeah, they're probably one of the highlights of my detecting life so far. A couple of nice bronze ones as we go around as well. Plenty of detail on. So try and keep them out. Obviously there's a grot pot down there with the rest of the battered ones. There's a Sestertius there, Marcus Aurelius. A couple of other bronzes with some detail on. Some really small ones were there. Top of a Roman ring. It's pretty cool. Shame it's not complete. And then we got the fibula brooches, which again, really up there with my favourite finds. A really personal item that the Romans would have used to pin their clothing up. And I'll just take you to this one, because this one is going into the museum soon. It's actually a silver fibula, and quite rare apparently. Still got the spring. It is broken. I was lucky to find the second part because it wasn't in the same hole. It was about 2 feet away, so it's been minced by the plough, I think, but that's really special and would have been worn by someone quite important. So yeah, next shelf down, there's some more interesting artifacts. Another one of my favourite, which I found recently, is a Roman key handle. And I'm just going to thank Pete for making me the frame and the display for that. That's pretty cool. Another really awesome find is a Bronze Age spearhead fragment from around about 1500 BC. So I got Brian from Monarch Designs to make me this display, which shows what it would have looked like, because it's only got the middle section. It's been obviously broken, but yeah, that's super cool. Then we got another Bronze Age awl. So these are quite old. Again, you're looking at BC here, 1500 to 800 BC. And then yeah, we're going to something a little bit different. We've got a 17th century silver bodkin, found this locally, so that's really cool. And a Anglo-Saxon strap end, which has got the zoomorphic and ring and dots pattern on it. So yeah, that's that shelf. A couple of other bits and bobs I won't go into because they're not so old, not so historical. Moving over to the other one again. So this is where more of the silvers are and the smaller artifacts. So we'll start off with a couple of silver coins. We've got the florin. We've got the William III, which is probably the nicest milled silver I've got. The condition of that's superb. Another Welsh find. Yeah, quite chuffed with that, to be fair. Was that 1697? Couple of nice bull heads. Some nice detail and patina on them as well. I can't remember the name of that, to be honest. I think it's the Vicky, is it Florin or something? I can't remember, to be honest. Not too clued up on the mills. Couple of Willies beer. Some love tokens, some other silvers. Got your lead bag seals. One of those I found in the recent video, if you've seen that. It's pretty cool, it's got a face on it. Spindle whorls, always nice to find them. You sort of, you know you're in the mix if you're finding those on your fields. And then we go towards the back. So I found 2 seal matrix. So that one is really cool. Still see the pattern on it. I haven't had the time to, I don't even know if I will because it's so delicate, try and sort of get a print of that done, but it's got gold gilding on, and yeah, that's a really nice piece. Another one not quite as nice, but it's got like a gemstone in it, and then I think some sort of weight, but pretty cool as it is, and it's got some writing on the bottom. Some buckles, some horse harness pendant, some lead farmer tokens, another bit of a Saxon strap in there, and just some other medieval bits and things, bits and bobs there. So yeah, this tray was actually made NIXM handcrafted on Instagram. Check him out, he's absolutely fantastic. The stuff he does is brilliant. He does you know, finds cabinets, finds drawers and things like that. So yeah, definitely check him out. But yeah, that's that shelf. And last but not least, we go down to the sort of, I wouldn't call it scrap, but bits and bobs like buttons and odds and sods, musket balls obviously. There's like a pot leg over there with some other coins, some toasties, some clay pipe, bullets. I will give this buckle a shout out, to be fair, because this is the nicest buckle I've ever found. It's an absolute stonking buckle. Still got the pin, which still moves. Yeah, that would have been on someone of some sort of smartness. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pop that back there. So yeah, just bits and bobs in this one. But yeah, as you say, the top two shelves are mainly the bread and butter of the cabinet, the denaries and the hammered coins. And yeah, just really grateful to be able to find some history like this. And although we put the hours in, it's always nice when something comes up and you got to do a bit of research on it. And you know, just like for the example, the denarii in the middle there, so just knowing that was minted BC, and you know, it's probably been in the ground best part of 2,000 years before I picked it up. And yeah, just things like that, just really, really awesome. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It's just like a quick look around to some of the best finds. As I say, got some other pots with bits and bobs in, you know, coppers and things like that. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a slightly different display soon, because I got them in 2 cabinets at the moment. I'd like them all in one. I'm probably going to get rid of the ID cards and just get all the coins laid out in sort of, you know, date order potentially, or something similar. But yeah, quite happy with that. This stands proud in my man cave, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So I'll be off for a couple of weeks, as I said in the last video, and hopefully I'll be back detecting start of March, and I'll try and get some good videos done. Catch you then.